1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the VHS. VHS out of the VHS. It's the 18 of my big stuff. Cause I was out of the house and doing stuff. No easy Wi-Fi blemishes, but I guess that's the way it goes. Down to the VHS. VHS out of the VHS. Got no money, smoking crack, saving up for the Betamax. Down to the VHS. VHS out of the VHS.
Hello.
Greetings and welcome to Obscure Tape Time, the show where we watch VHS tapes in their entirety and invite you to suffer along with us.
From start to finish.
Hey, look, my name is Bat Prince, and this is the Peter Deer.
Yes,
and
that's
now
me.
we know who we are. This
Yeah, in case anyone is curious, because we never introduce ourselves.
episode 134.
Yep, that's 133 episodes that one person has probably watched and been like, who are these guys? Like, I don't know who they are.
So that was something you got up to. What else have you been getting up to this week?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot?
No, it's not really been a busy one. Just work
Nothing
and...
sticking out.
No, not really. What about you? What have you been up to?
I've been cutting up a couple of home movies.
Ooh, nice.
See which I'm gonna start working on an hour-long special of all the best bits that I find in them, because a lot of them really are quite too dull to watch.
I mean,
So-
that's just home videos, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but there have been a few that I've gone, this could make an episode, and we've got a couple of those sitting there as well. But this week, well, last week you told me you bought some interesting things, and we're gonna pick something at random, and there should be something, an hour's worth of TV.
It should be, yeah, an hour's worth of TV.
If they all turn out to be like porn or just blank tapes, I do have the beep beep. This is the crash course. Like, we don't want to watch this tape that we're gonna have to watch if none of them work. We have a horoscope tape. This is Aquarius, because we're
Beautiful.
coming up to the age of Aquarius. It's a full hour long, and it's got all sorts of things about not real things, I guess. We don't want to watch that, so hopefully these tapes work. You gonna
They will.
tell us a little more story about the tape, since you left it a little bit ambiguous?
I mean, look,
last week?
it is pretty ambiguous, honestly. I saw a post on Facebook. I can't even remember for the fucking life of me what group it was in. A guy posted, I have 3 tapes, an hour each, that have, I can't remember what the name of the show was, the name of a show.
Oh,
And he's like, anyone interested? And then I commented, because I saw it like 3 minutes after it was posted, like,
yeah,
all right, fine, I'll buy it. It's
I'll
like,
buy it.
sure.
but
And
you don't even know what this show is. Did you research it at all?
I did
Is
look
it-
up what it basically is, and it is definitely
Aussie?
the kind of... I believe it is Aussie, but the content in it might not be.
Right.
I have looked it up. Some of the episodes are lost media, so for all we know, we're watching this stuff... we might be watching some episodes that are lost.
Yep. For the
Um,
first time since the last time.
That's right, the first time since the last time anyone saw it. Just because the episodes are lost doesn't necessarily mean the content is lost, I guess.
Yep.
And yeah, anyway, so this guy messaged me recently. This is actually the one thing that happened this week, is he messaged me to be like, what tapes did I sell you? Because I don't remember what I sold you. And I was like, yeah, I don't really remember either. I just, like, remember I saw your post after you posted it, like, within 3 minutes. And was like, I'm interested, and then looked up the show. and then eventually we figured out what it was, and I forgot again. Not that it doesn't sound like a cool show, it really does.
Okay.
It's just that I have a lot like on my mind all the time, and if I haven't taken my meds and stuff, just in one ear out the other. Anyway, yeah, he says he's going to keep a lookout for more similar sort of deals for me, and I'm like, cool. About 50 to 60 people commented within minutes after me. I got in first. It's pretty sought after, apparently. People want
Nice.
this.
That's awesome. I just remembered what I should have led with, because there was something I did between last episode and this episode. Is I went to the junk shop and found 4 colored tapes that are
That's right.
dance hall recital
Yeah,
tapes.
that's right. That's
Term
pretty
ones,
exciting.
all from the
honestly.
same year. Like it's so you get to see them progress. So I think next year they've all got the months on them. We'll put them in. Yeah. Hopefully they don't. Anyway, yes, we have to pick which one of the
Yeah.
three. So
Well,
we got
Ms. Bat, which one do you want?
hardcover,
I'll be honest,
black
like,
cover, or Michelle Shell's.
I have no information about any of them. Like, in particular, like, I can't say one of them
Black,
more
red, or
exciting
white?
than the rest.
Black, red, or white?
So, it literally is just up to chance.
Chance. Also, can we have
Black shell, of course.
some chat over here? Can't see.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to do that. Let me get that up first.
Can't see.
That one, and then I'll get the other one up once I have the thing
Yeah, okay.
started. Cool. So I just really quickly tried to get the stuff that Apostrophe was talking about last week set up. It is just about set up. I just need to make one little change in
Didn't even notice.
here. I just need this one to be on that. Hopefully that works, and if it doesn't, then we'll just go back to it before. But yeah, this should hopefully, yes.
So we're using the black shell, and does it say anything on the tape?
Nope, it's all been torn off,
Oh, torn off. Nice.
scratched off, which
Super
means there probably
mysterious.
is something else on there, or was something else on there. This may have been taped over. I'm gonna have to rewind it as well because I don't think they were rewound.
Ah,
But maybe I did rewind them. I just don't remember. See, that's just where my head was at with this thing.
perfect.
I did not rewind them.
Listen to that thing. Ah,
Oh yeah.
super drive.
That means super rewind speed. Okay, that's gone back over an hour. So who knows what's on this tape?
Oh, an hour 40. Hour 50.
Shall I go into the conversation and get the
2
name of the show? Do
hours.
you want me to do that, or do you want to just leave it up to like seeing if you remember it when it starts?
Yeah, it's fine. We'll just leave it.
Okay, okay.
2 hours, 35 minutes.
This is
All
going to
right.
be the fun part where it turns out the fun stuff is actually like.
Hope we got snacks.
As it, we'll watch an episode if it is what it is meant to be. Let's go.
Things we'll have a terrible time surviving once the
Ooh.
disaster strikes. I purchased 2 guns, so to help with
Ooh,
personal
2
survival,
guns.
survival,
Yeah,
and
but she's got a pair of pants.
just trying to learn
How are
to
we
stay
with the
safe.
delay today? Are we doing any better?
The Earth. The changes will be catastrophic.
Volume's low here too.
Very frightening for a lot of people.
I might have to
The
boost the
current
mic up.
rumour here is that the Queen of
As in,
England
like,
is buying
the
up
actual
huge tracts of land in
recording is
Colorado
kind of muffled,
in case
so-
the forecast Earth changes do happen.
Yeah, but are we
New
still
location for the
Yeah, but
audible over the?
The ones that will stay after the Earth changes are the ones that will rebuild.
Sounds
And
good.
we will have a millennium
Nice.
of peace.
How's that?
Even better.
And then it gets louder, of course.
Of course it does. We've got some hippie guitar playing. Alright, so far this show is about markets in the Queen's England.
Sort of process, and this whole idea of doomsday is a time concept. My own feeling is that
Health, peace, and freedom.
Nobody knows.
Starting to think maybe they got
Anything
recorded at
can
the end of the
happen,
tape,
but the
and that's what
outcome
he
is
was
ultimately
saying.
going to be very positive.
Uh-huh.
There was no information as to whether that was the case or not. though.
I'm enjoying whatever this is though.
I think a lot of them
Gurus
possibly
complaining
are
about other
ETs
gurus.
taking up the incarnation here. Okay, it sounds weird, but I believe
Their
it.
religion is
Okay?
dumb.
It's possible,
Mine's good.
okay? Not only that, they've
We're all
got
similar, but mine's right.
possibly are walking the earth right now who, believe it or not, may have been disciples of Lord Jesus Christ. Did you know that?
All the world.
All right, now this is actually
the
cool.
Mayans,
Yeah, we're
Christian
fine.
prophecies.
Whatever.
I don't care. I don't care.
This is the time for the transformation of consciousness from a
Again, this could
dimensional
actually be
to a fourth
from
dimension.
the show
It's
that was
also the
recorded,
change
though.
from the
Okay.
Piscean age into the Aquarian age.
What a wonderful time to be living in.
The Aquarian
This is
Age.
terrific.
Hey, did we accidentally put this in
This is the
instead?
golden age of the doomsday industry. People
The
tapping into
doomsday
basic
industry,
anxieties
huh?
about the years ahead. And coincidentally or not,
Is this
more
a,
prophecies seem to focus
a
on the approaching
doomsday,
millennium than at
what do
any
you
other
call it?
time. Some
Market
dates are quite
fair thing? A
specific,
doomsday fair?
others somewhat vague.
That sounds like a great day out, honey. Let's go to the doomsday
It'd
fair.
only be fun, right?
We'll taste all their
First,
doomsday
pyramid
vodka.
prophecy for September 2001.
Oh,
Some say
Oh boy,
a
that's
timeline
soon.
engraved in the Great Pyramid of
Wait.
Cheops will signal a major shift in our consciousness.
how do you do that, Pop? I can sit with my legs crossed for
Fulfillment date
so long at
unknown,
any
but
other
the
place.
most
You
famous
just
prophecy
do
Because
it.
he
all
sits
comes from
on
the Book
you
of
in weird
Revelation.
places,
Deliberately
right
sitting
on
on my-
the most uncomfortable
A truly
bits.
apocalyptic
I
account
just
of
let
the
it go,
Battle of
Dad, as long as you
Armageddon,
don't mind me walking
where the
around your house
forces of
funny
Satan
later.
and the beast are finally defeated by the
Finally
followers
the
of
two.
Christ. For believers, this will be the true millennium, a 1,000-year
The
paradise.
believers, you mean?
until
That's
doomsday's door
when...
opens once again.
No, I don't think it is.
December the 22nd, 2012.
Oh no, that's soon.
Shit.
A Mayan
What's
prophecy
happening then?
predicting the end of their fifth age,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
which they believe would be destroyed either by water, wind,
Yeah, I remember that day.
earthquake, or
I remember
fire.
when it happened too.
Yeah,
They were all right.
they were.
A Hopi Indian prophecy, fulfillment
Hopi
date
Indian.
imminent. Chief Dan Averhammer, 109 years old, is a keeper
Is
of
Hopi the
prophecies
tribal
and one of
name,
the
or are
last
they just
surviving
saying that
elders
they're
of the
like
Hopi nation.
they think that things will be okay?
The Hopi were intensely
If we're all ghosts, then why am I
sensitive
still getting
prophecies
older
which
and
they
more
say were
tired
given
and
to them by the
sore?
Creator
Because
Mathor
your
over 1,000
ethereal
years ago.
structure is finding it hard to
One of these
maintain
was a
cohesion
symbolic
without
bullshit.
a physical
It's their
body.
prophetic road for life.
We're
This line leads to chaos.
not allowed to know
light,
this information.
and this to the true way back to the Creator.
By train?
These two
Is that a train?
circles signified the two world wars, but the
Oh,
third
I thought they were
prophesied
wheels.
war to end all wars before the world enters a new fifth age. Not long
Right.
ago, in an unprecedented move, the elders revealed their prophecies in newsletters, issued as a warning to the world at large. Chief Dan believes it's up to us
Chief
to change
Dan.
our ways, for the end times are fast
Here's the thing,
approaching.
though. Saying like the two world wars, it's like the first
July
one's really just like
1999.
It's
A
only
prophecy
two
from
because
the
we
European
named them one and
military
two,
doctor,
right?
Michel
Yeah.
Nostradamus.
There's been plenty of other
There've been-
conflicts just as big.
Yeah.
In fact, huger ones in like the prehistory would like.
Well, I
all the
mean,
big
if
Egypty
you
things
want to
and stuff.
talk about like crazy massive ones, like just look no further than Chinese Civil War and things like that. Way bigger than the World Wars.
Yeah, this is trying to work the stuff out via the.
Well, maybe not the second.
They're looking for patterns in things where we invented the patterns in the first place.
It's more, the first one is more of a like
American-born healer and prophet.
European war that just
Over 50
bled
years
into
ago,
other
he
areas
predicted the discovery
because
a
of
time
colonization and
capsule
stuff.
hidden beneath
Which I mean, I guess
the
you can
Sphinx,
say similar
which
about
would
the second,
finally
but
reveal the
Japan was a
truth
bit
about
more
Atlantis,
involved in
as well as predicting the arrival
that
of a
sort of
great
deal.
ship who would guide us through cataclysmic events due in the next 3 years. Casey
no.
believed these natural disasters would begin in the 1960s and climax at the end of this century. His ideas have inspired.
They
people
didn't
like
climax,
David
buddy.
Toy, whose prophecies culminated
Sure
in
did.
2009.
Uh-oh.
Prophecy is not prediction. Prophecy
Oh, no,
is
that's real
instead this
soon.
very heartfelt communication that says you must change or otherwise these things may happen.
I was living the good
And
life
so
back then.
At the pivotal
Yeah.
point of all the prophecies
Yeah.
is choice.
That was when I was in year 12.
Alright. We
Payson,
sent you to school with
Arizona,
absinthe on the brain.
Headquarters of
course,
I Am
and I
America. From this
consulted some
modest
people and then
office
went to
comes forth
sleep. It was great.
apocalyptic prophecies of a dramatically changed
I
world
am a
due in the next
media.
5 years. Here, they produce maps of Earth changes based on psychic revelations between Laurie Toy and entities she calls the Ascended Masters.
They spoke about a meteor that would hit somewhere
Not a
in the
meteor.
Nevada desert. They said that that would upset all of the tectonic plates here in North America. that we would have a series of earthquakes alongside the activation of the Ring of Fire. And that would cause the
Followed
sinking
by
of
millions
California.
of dumbfounded
There would be
dipshits.
another devastating earthquake that would hit the Pacific Northwest in the United States, and that would sink the states of Washington and
2009.
Oregon and leave
Yikes.
the Cascade
Oh, no,
Mountains
that's real
as a range
soon.
of islands. We would see flooding everywhere. They spoke about that there would be global warming all over the entire planet, that we'd see the melting of both the North and the South poles, that we would have a shifting of the poles, 3 distinct shifts, and that in the final shift, that it would actually be a shift in our consciousness, that it would cause us to change inside.
I was on board until then.
Before her second marriage in 1990 to Leonard Toy, Laurie had been living as a farm wife in Idaho with her 3 small children. But a
Nothing
dozen
better to
years
do
before
then?
that, when she
Don't
was
start,
22,
Arch.
she had a most peculiar encounter.
I was working
She saw the
as
burning
an
bush.
advertising salesperson for a weekly newspaper in Washington State, and I was called to go pick up an ad.
I've
So I
never
drove
heard of
out
that. I've
to
said Planet
this health
Apostrophe.
food store, opened the door, walked in,
The Beeroo
and the lady
Planet.
at the counter
Is that the one with the
pointed her
orbit
finger
where it
at
like
me, just like
disappears
this,
for
and said,
30 years?
"You have work to do for
130
Master
years.
Saint Germain." And
Comes
of course,
back,
I was quite startled
gets too
by
close,
that,
and
and
screws
a
up
little
all of our
shocked and quite taken, and thinking I
oceans
better
and
get
shit.
my ad and get out of here. And
Cool.
I said, "Well, tell me, who is Master Saint Germain?" And
It was one of
and
those
she said,
predictions
"Come
that they
here,"
did
you know,
like
and
the math
so
on
I followed her through
to say that
these,
it could be
neatly
something
tiered
else
rows of
as part of
vitamins,
our gravitational
and,
pulls
went
according
into her
to
back
everybody's
office.
orbits.
And on the wall was this huge picture of
Ah,
a man.
that's different then.
Flash
No idea.
Gordon?
This is the Comte de
Dun,
Master
dun,
Saint
dun, dun,
Germain.
dun, 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 dun,
And
dun.
I was quite startled when I saw that picture.
Is
I
the
felt
sync
as
any
if it was
better
someone that
this
I had
week
known
in Australia?
before.
The experience affected her so much that Laurie then spent 5 years studying meditation.
I have it
Once
playing
more
through
encountered
the,
Saint Germain and 3 other ascended masters.
Okay, good to
appearing
know.
in a
Thank you.
strange, recurring dream.
That dream was a
Emptying
dream
nicely.
where I
The
was
tape
greeted
should be
by
as
4
synced for them as it
master
is for
teachers.
us.
Good.
And they unrolled this map of the United States, and they showed changes, earth changes, that were going to happen to the United States. Because the children were so little at the time, I wasn't ready to become, quote unquote, a prophet and put a sandwich board on me and walk the street
Oh,
and
I
say,
see.
"The end is near," because that was not who I was. I was a farm wife. I
But
was
now
more
you're
concerned
happy to
with
be a
getting my
prophet
laundry
and make
hung up
profit
and my
off people's
peaches canned.
stupidity. Great.
But the dream
Unfortunately,
kept
they only
returning,
give themselves
and
up
during
until
her
that
meditation
date.
exercises, the entities began to speak
Then they have to go into
directly through
hiding.
her. Friends, realizing she was psychic,
Or just move
began
the
to record
goalposts.
the extraordinary details coming from the ascended masters.
I remember the first time that they actually showed the map again. What we did is that we got our own map that was laminated, and we worked with erasable
Oh my gosh, it
pens
was
so that we
laminated.
could pen in the coastlines and actually
Nice.
follow as they
That's
were
how you know you
showing
can trust the
new
map.
coastlines of
Yes.
the United States.
When you
and
can
the
drip
West
your
Coast and the East
cheeseburger on it
Coast.
and
That's
just
right.
wipe off the sauce.
In 1988, frightened but increasingly convinced by what she was being told, Laurie sold her
Wow.
house to fund the publication of the first map, which revealed a drastically changed United States.
Okay.
She believes the changes have already begun and will peak within the next 10 years. The next step was to
Okay.
create a 3D world map, which doesn't bode too well for Europe.
In Europe, the prophecies were equally devastating.
Oh,
They
she
spoke
stuck
about
it all
an
together with
earthquake that
paper
would hit
mache?
Scandinavia and actually
looking
would
a bit
sink
like it.
areas of Sweden and Denmark. In England itself, Ireland is prophesied to go underwater. We see that Scotland does remain. Parts of northern England also remain, but areas, low-lying areas such as London are now all underwater. We see that France has broken apart into a series of small islands here. We see here this little peninsula of land, which is Italy. New lands emerge off of Portugal here near Spain.
It's not all doom and gloom.
There have
does seem
been
the price we pay for a new
propositions
age
for
is the
like
destruction of
people have
half the
suggested we
earth.
should
The high places
make
like
a big
Sedona
like
here
river
in
that goes
northern Arizona
straight down to the middle of
will become
Australia to
safe
try and like
areas
make it a bit
where
more.
golden cities will rise
Fertile.
along
Yeah.
power points on a newly vitalized planet.
There are people who have suggested they've put that forward and
Alongside
said that's a
also
good
the
idea.
changes
We can
were
get the same
prophecies
people who are
of
going to
the
build
new
that
times, the
Mexican
golden
wall to
age,
build it, right?
which they spoke a lot of. They spoke
What, the
a lot
Mexicans?
of the universal
guess.
brotherhood and sisterhood. They
I don't know.
spoke
It seems like a big
a lot
annoying
about
job if they're going to
the
do
new
that. They can do
technologies,
both.
that Earth would
Yeah,
actually
well.
be renewed after it went through this
And
period.
who knows how well it would
Everyone
even
gets
work?
shots.
Like if it was just too fucking hot and just
If
a
I
little
gave you
water
a date
just.
and said, this is not going to happen
And then we'd
until
run camels down it,
2150,
wouldn't we?
Would you take any action? Would anyone else take any action? No one would. And the only thing that would happen is progressively
answer your
things
own
would become
questions.
worse to where there would be no point of return. Today,
I'm
in
still
this
trying to
minute,
figure out if this is
there
actually
is a
part
point
of the
Today,
the show.
we still
Did
have
you look
hope.
at your message?
Yeah,
Yeah, what's it meant to be?
Now their message
it's
Ow.
called. You will know this show. I guarantee you will know this
through their
show.
worldwide
Oh, yeah.
website.
It's called
they've
Eat
attracted
Carpet.
some
Ah,
40,000
Eat Carpet. Yeah, I got a
subscribers,
couple episodes out on
clamoring
tape
for
as well.
prophetic tapes,
Well,
newsletters, books,
this
and
could
maps.
technically be from that
But does
It's
Laurie
not.
believe
It
any
could
of this
be.
is really going to
because they show, according to the thing I
feel
read,
that
everything
there's a
from like
possibility
weird
things could
documentaries
happen
to just short
within
films
my
to
lifetime. Yes, I think it
whatever.
could. It is a
Oh,
very
okay.
strong
Well, depends on
possibility.
how long it takes. They don't
Yeah.
really
Very
show
delicate
anything over
law.
like 15 minutes.
25 is
And
the
they could
maximum.
change
Okay,
the
there you go.
direction and the course that we're going.
Yeah,
that
I've
we
got a
can
couple of
actually
e-carpets on
create a
tape that
better
are sitting
world for
on
our
my
children.
computer desk, ready to like go through, have a look, see if they're worth watching.
So,
They
if we
definitely
act
are.
now,
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
we
it's
can prevent
it's short films, right?
That's right. Australian short.
We
films.
live for that.
news for future generations.
I mean, they're not all
But there's
Australian.
little we can
Oh
do
no, no,
about
it was an
death stars
Australian
from
made
space.
Yeah.
thing about
Is what
short
NASA
SBS
films
show.
forecast
from
in
everywhere
July
on the world. I remember watching
1999.
little French guy from Alien Resurrection who was in the wheelchair. He had a little short film where he talks about things that he hated. And one of them was the Doppler effect. And that made me laugh. He was talking about poop. Right, Al? Probably.
Cosmos has inspired poets.
Was he also in
painters,
the
and
the
scientists
City of the
alike.
Lost Children?
And as we gaze out into the star fields,
Not looking
we
it
seem
up,
to
I'm just
inhabit
turning my
a deceptively ordered
phone on the
universe.
shush. It's gone
Everything
ding.
knowing its
shush
pace,
mode.
running like
The
clockwork.
shush mode.
But within
He's a
this
real cool
earth
actor.
order drift
I like him a lot.
universal vandals, packs of asteroids and anarchic comets, which have already
Problem with saying
wreaked
those
havoc
two
for
movies,
us
they
here on
both
Earth.
also have Ron Perlman in them. Not Ron Perlman, the other one.
Asteroids can creep up on us
A sect?
unawares.
Oh,
They
dear.
can come from the direction of the sun, for example.
Sect sounds
a
bad.
direction we can't look in with our telescopes, obviously, because the sky is too bright. And if an asteroid did come from that direction, it may hit us without any warning at all. Asteroids
How
are really
rude.
off the
Should
scale
totally warn
as
us.
far as devastation is concerned. There is no other natural phenomenon that we know of that can wreak as much havoc as an asteroid or comet
Whoosh.
impact.
Shit.
That's not how it would look.
Yeah, it
For
would.
millions
If
of
it hit
years,
that exact
our
thing
own
that had
moon
explosives
has
in
been
it.
vandalized by impacts, mostly from smaller meteorites. And even with its protective atmosphere, the Earth has never escaped. It's the astronomers' job to find out where and when our doomsday star might land.
There's been a number of occasions that we've been hit before. The most recent that we're sure of is the 1930 Brazilian impact. Before that, there was the Tunguska event in 1908, which leveled some 1,000 square kilometers of forest. That had an energy of something like 10 or 30 megatons. And going back still further, we see evidence for many smaller and sometimes even larger impacts. And particularly the most famous one would be the meteor crater in Arizona that left a crater 1.5 kilometers across.
Okay, if
And
we see
going
another
back
one
much
coming,
further
we'll just
into
send Bruce
time,
Willis to
it's
deal
the
with it.
K2
Yeah, that's right, and the
impact
big drills.
Crater, which is a buried crater in the Yucatan Peninsula, some 200 kilometers across. And this was the impact which is associated with the final extinction of the
graphics.
dinosaurs 65 million years ago.
That was in Mexico.
And clearly that had a very important role to play in the development and evolution of life on Earth. Without it, we wouldn't be here now.
Allegedly.
I don't know about that.
These
They
very
had smaller
large
million
impacts
stuff. We just
occur on the average
maybe wouldn't
around
have had
about
as much
every
rain.
5 or 10 or 30 million years.
Well,
And although
evolution could
there
have just
is
taken us in
only
a completely
very
different direction.
small chance
Yeah, like in the
that one
Mario
of these
movie.
objects would be heading for us
Exactly.
within our lifetime,
Love
sooner or
that
later it will happen.
They released a
and sooner or
collector's
later
edition
this
recently, and I
indeed
was
will
so
be
tempted to
the
get it.
end of
I did
a
not,
technological
because it was
civilization.
expensive.
What was
It
involved?
had like a book and like I think a documentary or something. a bunch of deleted scenes, like a copy of the script.
Scientists believe the
And
size
one
of
of
the
those
object that hit the
things
planet
that you put your
65
the
million
pins
years
on your
ago
face.
was only 10 kilometers across. Look at that compared to London. 10 kilometers is the distance from Buckingham Palace to the Greenwich Observatory, and yet that size object killed off half the
now
life
I've
on
got
the
my
planet.
distance.
These are very rare events.
Nope.
But there are
Never been.
thousands of smaller asteroids orbiting dangerously near our Earth.
Bang.
The energy of such an impact of a 1 kilometer
I love the
asteroid
particles that they
is a
explode
million
into.
times
Lovely
the
little
energy that
triangles
was
and
used
stuff.
at Hiroshima in 1945.
Hiroshima?
You don't need any training in nuclear warfare to have a feel for it, that a million times the energy at Hiroshima would be a terrible event that would destroy the Earth's atmosphere and thereby become a global event. And it has been studied in fair detail, and it is just too terrible
developing?
for words. And billions of people would
Minecraft.
die, and society, of course, would be totally destroyed.
I mean,
and it would be an
he's in red
agonizing,
light.
very slow death. It's just a horrible
Minecraft.
thing.
Okay.
And so this is
He's
our
in the red
first
light
priority.
district.
We must find these objects, and we must do it as soon
Fight
as
off
possible.
them pigmen.
It's
While
just
getting a
time.
beach from
And today's
a
doomsday
prostitute from the
watchtowers
red light
are
district.
observatories in places like Kitt Peak, Arizona. Here, astronomers in the Spacewatch team prepare to scan the night skies in search of potential invaders. They call them near-Earth objects. Tom Gerrels developed new photoscan
I feel like
techniques for tracking
3 or
down
4
these
times a
rogue
year
asteroids.
I see an article that's
And
like,
tonight,
asteroid
working on
passing
3
dangerously
objects
close to
seen even
Earth.
before.
And it's like millions of
We know
kilometers.
that there are 17
Oh, no!
1 kilometer asteroids that could hit the Earth sometime in their history. Any one of these could have our name on it and we don't know it.
Yeah, it's because the
That's
news
a
runs
challenge
with the
to the
story
astronomers.
in the wrong way.
They do.
The thing is
I
that
am
asteroid
looking for faint
might hit the
trails
Earth.
and
It's
extended
that many
objects like
kilometers
comets.
away. The reason it might is because it'll get closer and closer to us every time
The
it passes.
computer is also
Yeah,
doing
which
that.
is gonna take a long
It's
time.
gonna take a long time, probably hit something else on the
brighter
way.
Objects.
But hitting that something else might send it straight towards us, might alter
Could
its
do,
trajectory.
But
Now the
ultimately,
objects
it's
will
not
be
something that belongs in the
marked, they're
newspaper,
newly
just
found
in the
objects.
science journals.
These telltale
Yes.
signals are recording objects which
Rather
at
than
some
trying to
point
scare the
might
shit out of the
collide with our Earth.
population.
Yeah.
Although perhaps it is an
present
attempt
a
to just
hazard
like,
in that
you know,
size
make
if
people
it hit a
complacent
person
about it. See, this is my
would have been
conspiracy
death.
theory here.
So
They're
they
trying to
know
make
what
us think
very
like anytime we see
hazardous
like,
it
oh,
is
asteroid headed
to
towards
Earth.
Earth, lol. And then when there really is a problem, they can just
Most of
like
these
tell
asteroids
people
are
and be like,
in
well, we told people.
circular orbits, quite stable
What's that called? The
configuration in the asteroid belt,
the
but there's
slow
so many of
release
them that they collide among
information
Information
theory.
drip.
Yeah, that thing.
can
It's
fly all over
slowly
space and
put
then
out
get
little
under
bits of
the
information, and
gravitational
eventually
action of
the frog will
Jupiter
be cooked.
that can throw them to the inner parts of the solar system.
That's
where
what
the-
people
where the
believe
Earth
is happening right now with the
and
whole
of course
alien
Mars can be
situation.
hit and-
Keep
and
putting out little bits of
Venus
information,
and Mercury and in fact,
get people
even the
used to
sun
it,
can be hit by
and
these
then
objects.
everybody will be like, whatever.
Comets are fast.
Yeah, when there actually is aliens, they're like, see, we knew it. It's like, yeah,
Literally come
Yeah.
out
we've
of
been
the
telling
blue
you for
with
years.
very little
Yeah,
warning.
just quietly and little bits of
In
information.
1994, Jupiter was hit by pieces of the Shoemaker-Levy comet, which was only discovered a year earlier. We wouldn't have
They
stood
found
a
a comet that
chance
makes
if they headed
shoes
for
and
the
it
Earth
exploded
instead.
instantly. That's not fair. We could have had so many shoes.
Hale Bob was seen by millions in the spring
Hale
of
Bob.
1997, but that too was discovered
Some
only 12
subgenius
months
name to
before.
that one.
So we have to be constantly on guard, because the odds of being hit are now shorter than winning the lottery.
It still killed a lot of people.
I'm fairly relaxed and sanguine about the possibility of being hit by an asteroid or comet. They are, after all, very low probability events, but very high consequence events. And that's completely the other way around from other risks that we're used to in everyday life. When you get in your car, for example, you're in a fairly high-risk situation, but low consequence. Highly consequential for yourself if you die, of course, but low consequence for the world at large.
Were an asteroid
I'll be
or
dead
comet
before Hale Bob
be
comes
found
back.
on a collision course
Yeah?
right now, there's
Yeah, I think it's like
frankly
ages
very
away.
little we could do about it. We have the technology
Might
to deal with
survive to
this
see
problem.
Haley though.
But the first thing you have to realise
come
is that the
when
one
we're
thing we
about
don't want to
70
do
something.
I'll
is
be
to
dead by
break
then.
up
Yeah?
the incoming object, to pulverise it.
I'll probably
Pew pew.
die of a heart attack in my 50s.
By doing that, we simply turn a cannonball into a cluster bomb. We end up with more problems than we started with.
Not
What we need to
necessarily.
do is to push it out of the way, to modify its orbit slightly so it misses.
It depends on how small the pieces are.
For the future, there's no
If it's
doubt
small
in my
enough,
mind that
it'll just burn up
planetary
in the
defence,
atmosphere.
as it's become known, is going to become a major preoccupation.
While the Pentagon plans trips to divert or even blow up dangerous asteroids, Jonathan Tate and a team of leading scientists have set up SpaceGuard UK to alert us to the dangers.
But only those
They still are.
UK.
The Tate's children, Dolph and Becky, with their vested interest in the future, have designed this worldwide website, which reaches a global audience. on the
Yay! They designed a worldwide website. As opposed to one of those little local websites.
too big. Gets the message across.
Boom.
The aim of the SpaceGuard project is to develop, or at least to encourage,
Eye
governments to develop
in the
a global
sky.
surveillance system. The problem with this threat is that we can't yet totally quantify what the threat actually is. We need a surveillance system to work out or to find out how many
Annoyingly.
threatening bodies there are out there.
There's like
Tom
multiple
Gerrels
companies
pioneered just such a scheme.
that have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
And I can't be asked sifting through the results. No, no,
If you really
no.
want to
Shit,
know when
shit,
the
shit,
next
shit,
doomsday
shit.
asteroid or comet comes into view, we need to spend some £50 million on a global network of 6 telescopes and about £10 million a year
Remember
to
that
run them.
Twilight Zone episode where the
Not
lady
all
could stop
governments are
time,
behind
but then
the
she
project.
stopped time just before the
Well, government
meteor
response
hit,
so
and,
far
like,
has
couldn't
been
do anything about it.
lukewarm, to say the least. We already know that we could do the
Shit.
whole project.
I kind of thought to
3
myself,
times
man,
over
you got
for the
some
amount they're
time.
going
Just
to
get the
spend on
ladder
the
up and
Millennium
just
Dome.
slowly chip away at it, right?
There is a
I mean,
much
that's all you can
publicised
really do,
donation
right?
Yeah.
that the UK government has made
Close it
to
down
NEO
every day.
research
But what if it's like
through the
radiated?
European Space
And
Agency.
then you'll die, I guess.
Sadly, if you do the sums, the total given by UK PLC to the global project is £5,928.57.
Fuck. Gonna have to get creative
We're
then.
talking about not just the survival
Yeah,
of
hold some
civilization,
fundraisers.
which is important,
Or just,
obviously, in its own right,
you know,
but
hire
also
some
the
foreigners.
long-term survival of the
Put a
human race,
sausage sizzle at
which,
Bunny.
if nothing
Oh,
is
yeah,
done,
good
if we
idea.
don't step off the planet, putting it in those terms,
I'll earn a couple
we
of
will
quid.
simply be wiped out when the next large comet or asteroid hits the Earth within the
Ah,
next
cool.
30 million years. So in the long term,
It's one of them
humanity is
old school
doomed unless it
Diplodocuses.
steps off the planet.
And the Harryhausen.
And that's really the fundamental
T-Rex.
point. Here we are now, end of the 20th century, are exactly facing this watershed with the capability to do it. It's the only question is whether we have the willpower.
The power to. Will we do
In
it?
the future, our ultimate survival might well lie on other planets, but for the moment at least, we're faced with surviving down here on Earth, where we've
Yeah,
become
volcanoes
incredibly
will
Yeah, and
skillful,
it
creating
sucks.
doomsday weapons of our own.
Oh man.
During the Cold War years, doom was writ large in the skies, but governments gamely set out to
It's so
reassure
fucking
us
crazy to
should the
me
worst ever happen.
that like they discovered atomic bombs, dropped a couple of them, right?
With warning
Saw how
and
fucked
without
up
any
everything
warning.
was after it, and thought we need to just test
Sundays,
hundreds of
holidays,
these.
Vacation
Dum
time.
dum.
We must be
Diddle-dum
ready
dum.
Let's just
every day,
destroy the
all
fucking
time,
planet.
to do the right
Dum-dum,
thing if the atomic bomb explodes. Duck and
There
cover.
once duck and cover. There once in cover.
The British approach
Oh,
was
come on, do
altogether
the rest
more
of it.
pragmatic.
There once was a turtle by the name of Bert.
resting against an
He's probably long dead by now.
Turtles live forever.
No, they don't.
Ducks and covers.
You know why they don't live forever?
Why? Because of the bomb.
Because of the bombs, and because we don't. Yeah, global warming and shit, fastened by, or sped up by the fact that we dropped so many fucking nukes
In the atmosphere.
It's the most absurd shit. Like,
Wasn't there one that they thought could just totally obliterate the atmosphere and they decided to test it?
I don't recall. but probably.
Now, doomsday asteroids, Earth changes, and anything nature can throw at us
Like,
has prompted new survival
it just shows how fucking stupid
Especially
humanity
here,
is.
in the hill country of Texas.
Also,
some
this is a
150
great
miles from
episode
the
for
sea. At the moment,
Happy New Year.
but Earth
Everything's
Day
gonna be
prophets believe
good.
that in
Everything's gonna be great.
that could be an ocean down there. One-time millionaire Antonio Carducci takes all this
I was a millionaire
extremely
once.
seriously and is one of the few people
Then my
who's
boat
actually
sank.
doing something about it.
Fuck that guy.
All his
Yeah.
money into these high-tech concrete domes.
Oh, there you go.
200-mile-an-hour hurricanes will pass him by. And just in case,
That sounds a bit
he's laid in a few
oxymoronic to my
supplies.
ears. High-tech
This is the
concrete
storage
domes.
room, and I did it especially for storage. I have no windows in here, just that door, and I have
Yeah.
I have it off my
It's
bedroom.
What do you do when it gets hot?
It's brutal
security
futuristicism.
purposes. And in here I have
Brutally hot
35
during the
tons
summer.
of canned
Yeah,
food that I
store all your
myself,
beans in that.
including what I have out in
They're
the
gonna be
garage.
cooked.
And in addition to that, I have
Just
some,
like
some
on the
tomato
dash
sauce
car.
because I've canned some spaghetti. Principally, I've canned rice and beans, about 12,000 pounds of rice and about 12,000 pounds of beans. I've got 10,000 pounds of millet.
Joke will be on
10,000
you when the
pounds of
asteroid
rye,
lands
and
right on your
20 or
fucking
30
dome.
Cases of
Tell you
dried
what.
cheese. I bought,
Can we go? Can we go over there and see if we can do one of those
and then I've got soap, ivory soap.
deceased estate
and I've got
sales on that?
detergent,
And
laundry
take home all of these rice and
Antonio,
beans
now
for 5 cents a
79,
can.
came here a few years
Hell
ago
yeah.
from Florida, where he
And
made
keep
his
your
fortune
spaghetti,
in
though.
property and share dealing.
Why not just
but then
spend
lost
$10,000 and hire a
He's
baseball
invested
player
his
to
life
just hit
savings
the
in this unique
meteor back?
survival complex, because nothing will shake his conviction
Direct
that
hit
we're in for a
or
hard
ricochet off like a few balls that he lobs
I
into. him?
personally am
No, he's got to direct hit it.
100% sure that these
Ricochet a ball into it. That would be
changes
cheating.
are gonna happen. Nobody can be sure
Happy
of
New
the severity
Year!
of it.
And you know the best part is,
exactly
if
what
he
it
hit it
costs
and then
to
it went
be
away,
able
it's
to
like
go
home
around.
run, and he could
But
he
there
could
is
like
going to be-
celebrate while
there
he's
is gonna
like
be a clear
doing a
He's
lap.
gonna point
There is
before
gonna
he
be
does
very-
it and
Oh,
like,
has
aim
to
it,
point.
aim it into the sun.
He's got to do the Babe Ruth. What up, Miss Man? How things? Happy New Year and all that fun stuff.
The fifth dimension. I'm certain that that's going to happen. Right? See, and it's
He's
kind of
certain.
an exciting time.
It's exciting, is it?
Yeah,
The-
it's exciting to know,
Antonio's
think
belief
about how the
comes from the
world will
writings
end.
of Gordon Michael Scallion, who, like Laurie Toy and Prophet
He's got
Edgar
3
Casey,
names.
is also warning of dramatic Earth changes in the next few years.
One of them's a vegetable.
He was told that these changes, called the tribulation, had already
The tribulation?
begun and would peak around
They'll send you
1990.
through some trials.
You know what one thing that
Earth
like
reports
changing the
claim a
world
success rate of
depresses me to think
55
about?
hits out of 64 predictions
You know how you
in
get like a banana milkshake and it doesn't taste like bananas?
California Northridge
That's because we-
Those bananas are extinct.
Yeah,
I want to taste those bananas. I want to taste that.
the ones that taste like the banana candies.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a banana hard candy?
No, I don't think I have.
If you ever come across them, ever find them, the concentration of that banana's flavor is just ridiculous in them. And yeah, it doesn't taste like what bananas we have like because we killed off the original banana, but we can still replicate its flavor.
So when the
Yeah, but like I want to eat just the banana.
There are actually a couple of the species of banana being grown at the moment that, you know, just in case, so we can taste those ones.
I mean, that would be cool.
There's one called a custard banana or something that it actually is gooey inside and it tastes like bananas and custard already.
That's pretty rad. I want
know,
that.
yeah.
Can I just have a tree in my backyard?
I know, right?
The choice we have is between
Pick it and go.
evolving
Yeah,
into
like a
a
go-get, like a
spiritual
rip off its
society,
head,
yeah.
suck out its guts sort of
which is
thing.
the fifth dimensional society, or
Like a
remaining
healthy go-get. I want
indefinitely with
that.
the third
Yeah.
dimensional
I would eat that
material
every
society.
fucking
Those are the
day.
You
choices
say it's
we have.
healthy because it came off a tree, but the sugar content's still pretty
Antonio's
high.
choice of a
Yeah,
safe
but compared to a go-get,
was the high
which
ground near the
has
small
no
town
natural
of
sugar in it
Newell.
whatsoever, and it's just
When I first sold my
hence why you
farm
can't
in
even
Florida,
fucking
I
get them
headed
here
out-
anymore.
I had no idea where I was going. I really headed out to
Like I remember as a kid, they used to like when A Bug's Life came out, they had these like little yogurt tubs that were like A Bug's Life,
And they had green splidges in them.
and they were just this like thick colored shit that tasted fucking incredible, but you could tell they were like not good for you at all.
They had quite high concentrations of that dried milk runoff that the
For sure.
government actually subsidizes to put in food.
For sure. And then like other mystery ingredients, I'll bet.
Basically, sweetened condensed milk with some flavor. Sticky and shit.
But give me some.
Put it on my nipples.
Give me some of that banana you
Sees
mentioned,
himself
and
providing
I'll
shelter
live
for
off that.
displaced families and their children.
We'll get that banana
They
poisoning.
just have a message intuitively. I just
Eating too
wound
many
up with it
nanas.
one day
That's a
that
potassium
children will be
overdose.
needing help,
Yeah.
Sure.
that they can't take care of themselves. And families, while they're out foraging for food, can't drag little children around, 1 or 2 year old children. They'll need a place to put them, see? So that's what I
Yeah.
think will
Wait,
happen
where are you
here.
putting the children?
This guy's a
Australia says
pedophile.
that
What's
they'll
going
find
on now?
places throughout the United
Right?
States where
Like,
people
drop
will
the
send
kids
their
off at my
children
house
to
and
make
off you
sure they're
go. Go
safe.
find some food. Like,
Yeah, we got
Somebody
somewhere
has to
safe.
do
It's a nice bunker. We
And I
got
think
some
that this will be-
spaghetti in a
this will be
can.
stopping over a place where people will bring their children.
Right on my
There'll be a
shelf.
group of people here who will
Okay,
do
it's a
the
group
work
of
and
people.
take care
That's
of
not
them
so
and things
bad.
like that. And these will be spiritual
It's called a
people
daycare,
who will
mate.
get these children
Tell that
to
to
safety.
Crowley.
And that's what this is all about, you know.
Pretty admirable stuff, though. Like, if
This is a spare bedroom that I've made.
this whole thing is
I
just
made
like, yeah, I want to create a safe spot so we can have a bunch of
large
kids that
bedrooms.
survive
I've
this shit
made,
when everything goes
3
to hell.
large bedrooms rather
Good
than,
stuff, man.
4 or 5 small bedrooms because
Just
it's a lot
100 of them.
easier to accommodate children.
We'll see how
in
they
large
perform.
bedrooms.
Yeah, look at that. It's like, how many spare
Probably
bedrooms do you
older
have? Because if
packed
that's all you've got,
bedrooms
you've
coming
got
from
enough
everywhere.
that you can fit a
And I'm
couple in that room.
anticipating
Do those
that,
things
and
really
for that
have to
reason I
survive
bought
the
a
end of the
dozen
world?
sleeping
Yeah.
Yeah.
bags, because I feel as
course.
though the people who are actually taking care of the children won't have a place to sleep inside here. We'll have to sleep outside
Space.
on the ground somewhere.
Oh wait, base
There'll be
camp.
people showing up here who become a committee for taking care of the children.
Space camp.
They'll know what to do. They'll be
We had that
intuitively
video last.
knowledgeable about what to do, and they'll take over and they'll manage the whole business. I think that when that time comes, my
His
job
stuttering
is
is
done.
matching the stuttering of the video.
He caused it. That's how powerful this man is.
Antonio's domes, stores, and
Domes.
5,000 gallons
Antonio
of propane
domes.
had cost him some
Antonio
$250,000. He even shipped a grand piano from Japan for his expected guests. But isn't it a lonely
Good.
wait?
That's a
Judgment
necessity.
Day?
I don't feel lonely because, well, I have an awful lot of physical time on my hands. My mind is
So
occupied.
he's waiting for the
My mind
apocalypse
is-
to happen
is-
so he
is,
can have some
severely
friends.
occupied with the earth changes that are coming with my
Socializing is
responsibility.
hard, man.
They'll
You
come
know,
over when they
and
need
for the
you.
past 5 years, I have been working on a program
Look at
to
those
get
sad
closer and closer to
bands.
God, and I do that by
He's just
affirmations.
making a
Each night,
sacrifice.
before
Oh,
I go
boy.
to sleep at night, I make certain affirmations, you know, an affirmation that I am something, you know. There's a list of affirmations that I make, but I always end it with that every day in every way, I know God more, I understand God more, I love God more, and I serve God more. And those affirmations I've been making now for about 5 years, and they just work.
Yeah, but
Antonio's
like, if it was
survival
God,
strategy
would he
and
not just
enduring
take all
faith
the good
may
people
protect him from
anyway,
the
meaning that
elements.
you wouldn't be
But
here?
if the earth
Yeah.
It would be like the
changes
rapture
come,
kind
not
of thing,
everyone
right?
will
Aw,
be
isn't
all
he nice?
sweetness
He's
and light.
leaving all the
And
cans of
surely
food
some
for all
will
the
be beating a
sinners.
path to your domes.
How
Is
more
that a
godly
sin?
can you get?
But I haven't even bought
No.
any ammunition yet. I don't know how much to buy. I'm going to buy a little bit of ammunition, mostly to
what?
fire some shots to sort of as a warning or to scare somebody. But there are those risks, and I'm.
You
prepared
do
to
understand
take them.
that if you live in
But I
the
just
States,
believe, I
right,
believe I'll have help on the etheric level.
one
for-
firearm or
for the
two
safety that I
firearms is
need.
not going to be enough.
After all, I've taken a sworn oath to surrender my ego to God's will. See, and God will not
See.
forsake me. I'm just
See.
sure of that, you know.
See?
God does not forsake his friends. You don't forsake your friends, right? God does not forsake his friends.
He might, though.
Neither his faith nor his domes
Yeah.
protect Antonio from the
If
growing
he,
threat of infectious
If he gets like
disease.
edged on by the devils going, I bet you he won't believe in you if you
Bugs.
destroy
In
his
the last
family.
20 years, more than 30 new and highly infectious diseases have been identified around the
Ooh.
world. And as
It'd be
we
a
greet
shame
the
if
new
one of those
millennium,
got out and shut
it
down
looks
the
as if
world.
more virulent
Well,
disease
that'll never
makers could be
happen.
heading our way.
We could deal with it in the 1920s.
Well, you can do what you like about yours, but I'm going to take my 2 to be done straight away.
Well, it's not the sort of thing you expect in this country, is it, sir?
Ow.
Disease has always been mankind's greatest killer. But with new vaccines and antibiotics, at last we seemed to be winning the battle.
I would argue that
Oh
stupidity.
no, the only thing that they're not doomsdaying here
In the fight
is the
against
thing that
infectious
actually did
disease,
happen.
Alexander Fleming's discovery of
No,
penicillin
we're
was a
fine
real
about this
breakthrough.
one. Oh God.
Thousands of men, thanks to penicillin and plasma, will come home.
I will say though, there is always reason to be like optimistic on this front, because when you think about it, you know, in the 80s,
Hey.
in the 80s you get AIDS, right?
Yeah.
Death sentence, gone. These days,
You can make
you can pretty much cure it.
it's 90% cured in the way that
More, I would say more than. There are people, like, if you get properly treated for the virus now,
it's called non-detectable.
then it's basically, like, it's still in you, but you can't spread it, it doesn't affect you.
Yeah, it's called
It's just
non-detectable.
there. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The problem, because
Yeah, I saw ads up on when we went to the cinema. It wasn't about like get vaccinated or fix it. It was just like people can have it, and if they're non-detectable, you don't have to worry. I'm like, that's an interesting ad.
human conflict or non-infectious.
I mean, it's, yeah, a PSA, because there's definitely still a stigma there, but it's just, I mean, is that not mind-blowing? Come on, like,
pandemic highlights
yeah, like,
how
literally.
vulnerable the world's population is to new serious.
Born in the 80s, you saw, like, if you're born in the 80s, in your lifetime, AIDS killed, I mean, it still does in, like, Africa and things like that, where they don't have the money, they can't afford the medication. But, like, you saw the civilized world get crippled
But it's spreading.
with so many, there it is, so many people
And read this leaflet
dying,
when it arrives.
getting sick, and just this massive panic about it, to now, you just don't hear about it.
Don't die of ignorance.
Don't die of ignorance.
That was over a decade ago. Now, more than 30 million around the world are HIV positive. The question is, what can be done about it?
We have now tools to look at how the virus changes inside an individual patient. And the rate of change has staggered everybody. There may be in a patient who is in full stages of disease, something like 10 to the 9th or 10 to the 11th viral particles. And that means that
A lot
you're
of
essentially
particles.
generating a new organism every day. So the pace of evolution is staggering. And that presents all sorts of problems in the development of drugs and vaccines. And the fast pace of evolution of HIV has been the major reason why we don't have an HIV vaccine, or it's taken 10 or 11 years to produce combinations of drugs that can handle the virus's evolution.
New diseases appear all the time. In 1994, shocking news came out of Zaire that another deadly disease had emerged. It could
Ronnie's
kill within
90s,
2 weeks of infection.
Nope,
It was
don't know.
Ebola.
Ebola.
We knew that Ebola was a new disease. The virus
zombie
had been
drug, right?
isolated, and it was a virus which had never been
There was
seen before.
outbreaks like a decade ago,
We knew that
right?
it was a
Where
very
like they
fatal
tried to,
disease because we had
it's
heard
maybe
from
just over a decade ago now,
missionaries
but
who were
I
operating
do
in a
recall it
hospital
being a
where
big
the
thing where
epidemic
like people
occurred
were
that
fucking
it killed
scared that
many,
it
many
was.
people. So when we went to the
was gonna be all
outbreak
over the
site, we
place.
were very careful
Oh,
to
Jesus.
treat these patients with respect.
Heyman's team traced the outbreak to a desperate lack of hospital facilities and finally managed to contain it. But new, easily transmissible diseases can appear anytime,
I
anywhere
like their
in the
helmets
world.
though.
It is a battle. It's a constant battle.
Remember swine flu?
It's not
Because kids
being
like licking
overly
piggy noses.
gloomy to say that
I
it's
got
a
it,
battle
by the
that's
way. I
You
had
did?
whose
Yeah.
pace is
The piggy
accelerating.
disease?
I did. I
If you
did.
look
I was one of
globally,
the
there
few
are
people.
two
I remember at the
patterns of
time,
human
like
behaviour
when it
and
first
structure
started
of our
spreading around,
societies in the world
and it was being
that
reported
are
on. I had friends who were
causes
just
for
like
concern
fucking
in terms of
terrified,
pathogen evolution.
and I was like, man,
Evolution occurs
is this really something I
most
should be that
rapidly
scared
when
about?
population
And I just
density of
didn't.
the pathogen is
And then I got
greatest.
sick.
Population
And it
density of the
sucked, don't get me
pathogen is
wrong.
greatest
It was
when
really not
the
fun.
host population it uses as an
And then I was
environment
fine.
is at the
And
highest
then it felt like people stopped talking
So the
about
first
it.
of these factors is the growth
Which
of what are
means that
called
like
megacities
it
in the
really
world.
wasn't
These are
very.
cities over the size of about 8 million.
Not that it wasn't very bad because it sucked.
Now, in
Like
the
I lost a
next
whole week of
20
my goddamn
years,
life.
the number of
But-
You're also a
megacities in the
strong
world
kid,
is
though.
predicted
Yeah,
To
but-
grandma and your dad.
But I think
It
that
is in
like
these
it
very high
really
density
didn't have a
communities
super
around the
gnarly
edges
like
of
death rate or
megacities.
anything. I think it was more
Classic
just
example
oh,
is
it's
with
just
Spread a lot.
it's yeah, it was spreading a
Where
lot,
one's
but it
likely
clearly
to
didn't
see
spread
the
too bad
emergence
because
of new
you never hear about it
infections, whether
anymore.
bacterial or viral.
But like
And their rapid spread
probably-
because
COVID
of large
happened.
population
Maybe it was in our flu
density,
shots,
poor
though.
healthcare, poor
I mean, it could have
sanitation.
been.
So that's the first factor.
But I imagine
the second factor, which
you
I
know
believe is
the
very
majority don't get
important,
the flu
is,
shot.
Of course, our global
I
mixing
don't think
habits.
it's quite as common as we'd like to think. I mean, I didn't start getting it until the last few years because
Infectious diseases
aside
spread
from that one time I
because
got
of
swine
travel.
fly, I never get it.
Today we can travel very
But now I get it,
rapidly.
just in
I
case.
can be here in London this morning And tomorrow morning I can be in the center of Africa. With me I could take an infection that could infect Africans, maybe an infection that they don't recognize because they've not had before, and I could cause an epidemic in Africa. Or I could take an organism that's resistant to an antibiotic and infect Africans with that. When I return, the same
We're
is
so
true. I
used to
could
just
come
saying
back with
Africa
an
and
organism which
Africans,
I was,
man.
with which
It's
I
a
was
continent,
infected
not a
in
country.
Central Africa.
There's a bunch
and
of
bring it
places
back
that are
into the
fine.
United Kingdom.
Now we just need to
That makes
change him
international
to
cooperation
like get an AI in his
even more
voice saying
crucial.
like, and
With
maybe I will,
specialized teams
and put
of
menacing
foreigners
music over the
setting
top.
up early warning systems to pit
Maybe
their
I
skills
will.
against the ever-increasing threat of plague and disease.
Beep beep.
Yeah, the funny thing I've noticed since like all the COVID lockdowns and stuff is now anytime it's like
But all the chemical ingenuity and
a new
antibiotic
version of the
technology
flu
in the
is
world
like spreading
is often
around
fighting a losing battle
in an
against
area.
the even
There's
more
like a
ingenious
massive
virus.
panic about it.
Rapidly adapt
Like
to
news
new
reports will be
prevention
like, oh no, 6 cases of this flu detected in America, and it's like,
It's not nature striking back, it's the process of natural selection.
this is, you know, this has
in
been
operation.
happening for like ever.
Yeah, but
if
the
we
news
apply
likes
selective
to
pressure, like mass
to
immunization
get
of our children against
sensationalized
the
stories
measles
and
virus.
stuff. They do this thing
That
where we all
provides an
think that
enormous
things are
selective
getting worse
pressure
when
on
if you
that
look at the
virus to
stats, it's
change,
actually getting better.
so it can
It's just that
escape
they're
the
reporting on it
attentions of the
more and
vaccine.
more
And that's
violently.
not
I know.
premeditated thought by the
It's just
virus.
like, I hate the
That's
fear mongering is what
the
I'm trying to
struggle
say
for the
here.
survival
I
of
hate
the
that they do
fittest.
that.
It's Darwin's notion of natural selection.
It is a battle between the bugs and man, and bugs are winning the battle right now. They survive by
It's a bug
developing
hunt,
resistance
man.
to what man has developed to treat them. And so there's a constant battle, which at present the microbes appear
You need
to
to
be
do
winning.
your part.
Infectious diseases killed 17 million people in 1995, and while new ones appear as if from nowhere, others are making a comeback. These are the real doomsday
Cholera?
bugs.
There hasn't been
They're
a
with us now
cholera
and
case for
gaining
over
ground.
30 years.
For
What was the
mankind,
one thing that
battle
like
is not
was
on the
making
field
a
of
slight
Armageddon,
comeback because of
but in the fields
anti-vaxxers?
of science and technology.
It was
Do you remember
polio.
that?
Where does
Yeah,
that leave
polio.
us
That's
in
right.
profits?
Anti-vaxxers like
These profits
were
are
complaining.
doomed
It's
to
like, yeah, but
disaster.
like, why do we get vaccinated for
mostly
polio? Because there's no such thing as
very
polio anymore. So
slim.
they
And we
didn't
had
get
some
vaccinated, and then
crippled kids.
people got
They
fucking
have
polio. Like,
proof
fuck me, you
anything like
idiots.
That will happen. And I think what they're
Poor
appealing
crippled kids that had to do it,
is
eh?
the general
Stuff has
public
definitely
great
gone worse.
need
I got to
for
agree
certainty.
there.
They love certainty. It helps them through their lives.
I was
And of
listening to a
course they turn
podcast
to
a couple
religion
weeks
for
ago
it.
that was sort of talking
Now,
about how
it's not
like
the job of scientists to be certain about
growing up in the
everything. In
90s
fact, our profession requires
is like
us
the double-edged
always
sword of
to
like
know that our
the
theories
best and
can
worst
never be
time to
certain.
grow up.
And,
Because on one
everybody
hand,
is
like
succeeding.
the world was in a
so
pretty fucking good
when you are
place
scientists
in the
about
90s.
to make
Like
predictions
overall, it
of
was a
the
pretty
future, I think if they're good
safe
ones,
place to
they will
live.
be
A
most
time, definitely like the
accurate
safest
and
time
not
ever, the
able
most
to
peaceful
tell you
time
what will really happen.
possibly in human history.
Peddling in
Which is
disasters
great because I
is,
mean you got to live
not
through that and it
something
was
that we
awesome.
need
But on the
to-
other
we
hand,
need to
like
get worried
everything
about.
that's
It is
not
something
that
we need
now
to
just
think
seems
about.
like
And
way
I think we've
scarier.
not thought about it nearly enough.
Because if you like
And
you grow up in the
without the
80s and you're
knowledge
still
about
like
what's happened in
growing
the
up in the
past,
Cold War
we
era
should
and
now
it's
bend
still
our
like
minds to this issue.
you know you still have the whole nuclear war thing just like over your head constantly.
For one reason
Like
or
you're
another. Every
constantly
human
scared of
society
that
has
sort of
collapsed.
thing.
Now, is ours going to
Whereas
collapse too?
in the
The
90s it was
statistical
just like
possibilities
I mean
are
watch
very
90s
low.
action movies and
Or at
stuff
least
where
it
it's
will
like the
change.
bad guys just like
And I
pick
think we want to
random
be on the
European
winning
country
side,
because they have
but
an
it is gonna
accent.
change.
That
We
is the
want to
bad
be
guy.
people who do the changing. We don't want to find ourselves being hit on the back of the head.
Whereas before
as
that
a-
it
on
was,
treading
you
on the
know,
garden
Soviets,
bed,
and
as
then after
happened-
that
as
it's
happened
been
every single time before in the
Middle
past
East.
to a human civilization.
Of course, what
Party
makes our
time.
civilization different are
Ah,
those
yeah,
white
measles,
knights of
ugh.
technology, ready to ride to the rescue.
I have strong views on technology, or at least on people's
Anti-vaxxers
understanding of
just
it.
like the
It's pretty well
stupidest,
ethically
most
neutral.
selfish people.
You can have very good technology, which is no threat whatsoever to us or to the Earth. And I think into that category comes much of the information revolution. I would guess that technology has equal chances of being our
Netscape.
doom or our salvation, and I don't know.
Everybody's
Nobody
looking
knows.
up
It depends
Doomsday
how
on the
we use it.
Netscape.
Hell yeah, bro.
And what's our leading technology? Computers. When we celebrate the new millennium,
Is it?
doomsday bugs of a
Definitely.
technological kind about to be unleashed.
It's just such a broad
relies
term
on an
for
internal clock
everything
for almost
now.
all its calculations.
Everything's got a computer in it, but back then
Yeah.
the computer was a thing.
But I mean, no, computer still has like more or less the same meaning, I would imagine.
What version of Netscape was it?
Oh, whichever was available in 1997 when this was made, I imagine.
As the midnight hour chimes in the year 2000,
At least I think it was 97. I think I saw something about that earlier.
Oh no, not the Millennium Bug.
won't know what century it's in.
It won't know.
Except it will.
Except it did.
Aspect of our lives.
Computers can't count to 100. What are you, crazy? Let alone 1,000.
Right.
It's all yeses and nos. It's fine.
Or will ours, the first civilization steeped in technology,
Could be.
grind to a
I don't even remember. I remember like a few years ago though, I did download the very last version of Netscape that they ever did.
Yeah.
And was like trying to use it. It tells you to get Firefox. Which, by the way, if a specific chain of events happens in the next 12 to 24 months, even Firefox might not last that long. It might get sold off.
Yeah, I haven't really heard much from Mozilla.
They're basically like, you could argue Google funded
Okay.
at the moment. And if Google has, if their problems really hit the like peak, if they really get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, which with all the lawsuits they might, their funding might be completely cut off.
What's Mozilla doing? Oh, we came to the end of whatever we were watching.
Yeah, I don't think that was part of the show.
No. That's fine.
Skeptical of new tech. I'm not skeptical of new tech. I'm skeptical of tech companies.
Yeah.
And the people who run them.
That's more like it. I like all my techie things, but yeah. Can be abused. Carlton International.
Or
we get
This
some ads now.
program was brought to you by Bornhofen Yogurt.
Bornhofen Yogurt. Never heard of it.
Its authenticity cannot be argued. Its rarity has never been questioned. And its ability to improve digestion and the body's natural defenses
Oh, now I have heard of it.
Natural Bornhofen.
Thank you.
I've seen an ad for that before.
Fishing? Wait all.
Hey.
Got some news to watch.
Oh man.
Hello, I'm Anton Enos. In the world news tonight,
Yeah.
China and
Enos.
Russia tell Washington to mind its own business on the question of human rights. And Montenegro
Yeah,
says it
mind
has
your own
no
business.
immediate plans to break away from Yugoslavia. Those stories and more next on SBS.
Relevant to a previous episode, right?
Yeah.
We talked pretty in depth about that.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't understand what we were seeing in hearing.
Imagine a microwave that thinks for itself.
Imagine microwave.
AI microwave. Oh man.
Imagine a microwave that can defrost.
Don't give Elon Musk any more ideas. What's that other guy's name? Sam Altman. Don't give him ideas either. Maybe just send them to Mars.
I don't want to go to Mars.
Whirlpool brings quality to life.
A scorpion.
When you're on a bike, I mean a big bike, you've got all
Yeah.
power, man.
Saturday nights.
own the world.
Actor, writer, director, and producer.
Oh, we're watching mid-90s SBS ads. We're probably going to get some boobies.
Fuck yes.
And he said $650,000, you'll never get it. What you got to do is make it for $100,000. You got to steal everything. And it was so right.
After 25 years, a documentary on how they made it.
For the time that it was made, it was really radical.
The original film
Look,
represented
the boobs
a
might get me
society
banned, but they would be worth it.
and the mainstream of society wouldn't accept me.
It's a bikey time warp. So flashback to how these familiar stars first got on the road as they celebrate Stone Forever.
Take the trip.
8:30 Saturday night, followed by the movie
Cool.
at 9:35.
Let's watch that.
That's pretty rad, honestly.
Sunday, the gang are back.
Hi, I'm Trev.
In the first episode that brought them all together.
House gang.
Get off my lawn, you animal!
And at 8 o'clock, ICAM details the tragic life of Louis Johnson and the media awards dedicated to his memory.
You've got to explain that they were part of a deliberate government policy of rendering Aboriginal families dysfunctional, and the way they achieved this was to just rip the kids away from their natural parents.
At 8:30, Gracious Curves explores how women's bodies and our ways of
Oops.
seeing them
Yep.
have changed. And then at
Aw.
9:30,
Selznick had begun filming what would be Hollywood's and his greatest triumph.
his passionate perfectionism burned through directors and
Does SBS still
alienated
run like
stars,
this?
but the result
Probably
was
not.
spectacular.
It was a huge success.
Yet his most lasting achievement was to bring Alfred Hitchcock to Hollywood.
He expected royal treatment and he didn't get it.
Their stormy relationship produced some of the greatest films of the 40s.
I'm gonna go pee
Join
while-
us for an irresistible
While the ads
Sunday
are
night lineup.
It means that the other that's in.
That looks like a good Sunday night.
Bubble of life floats on a sea of nothing.
What are we watching? Oh,
10 o'clock Monday is the time to watch
for dancing?
an impression of our planet.
Why are you talking so slowly? Don't go to the supermarket today.
People Center. International.
International.
Can you see any glamorous stars?
Uh,
Powerful politicians.
all of them.
Spiritual leaders, perhaps.
What's your name? Michael Jackson.
After
Michael
half an
Jackson.
hour of Front Up, you'll discover how the famous and the powerful will just fade into insignificance. Don't miss it. Front Up.
Front Up.
7:30 Tuesday.
Just talking to random people on the street.
The killer has no tribe, no religion, and no country. He chooses only the children of the poor. He's called Noma.
Tuesday, the story of some of the poorest and most beautiful people in the world who can't afford the $5 mouthwash to save their faces from rotting slowly away.
Noma struck when he was
Jesus.
2 years old.
That's
From the
gnarly.
cheek, muscle, and then the bone.
Quand je vois un enfant avec un visage mutilé,
Oh,
c'est comme
man.
un
Is
pantalon
this next?
On a cousé que le fil vraiment ça s'est un peu déchiré qu'on peut réparer tout de suite.
I don't want to read subtitles today. I'm tired.
The IMF has demanded Niger repay debts before buying medicines.
We're basically saying that the countries must get their act together. I think this is what is the bottom line.
The bottom line is that this delay will cost the lives of at least
Look at all them
200,000
chickens.
children.
Such is the sad face of debt. 8:30 Tuesday.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Oh, the movie with Des Mannigan. It is.
Welcome to the Saturday Night Cult Movie and the 1995 film Gamera, Guardian of the Universe.
Gamera, Guardian of the
For those who
Universe.
don't know,
We're gonna have
Gamera
to
is a
fast
giant
forward it,
flying
but
turtle.
cool.
It's been popular in Japan
You can watch
since
the
the
stuff.
60s. But since in filmmaking everything
Why, I
old
reckon-
is new again, a 90s version was inevitable.
Wife of mine,
The
you wanna
film
sit and
opens
watch
with the near
Gamera?
crash
Oh,
of
is
a
this the
ship
90s
carrying
version too?
plutonium on some strange atoll, which seems to be moving.
It'd be,
At
yeah.
the same time, a scientific expedition into rare wildlife goes missing on
What do you mean,
nearby
yes, please? You
Himagami
hate
Island.
Gamera.
Okay, the atoll is Gamera, and the cause of the disappearance are these giant bird-like creatures. So, just like the World Championship
His
Wrestling,
friends are all
there's
children.
going to be a brawl.
He's groovy.
Across most of the
Groovy,
cities
groovy
in Japan,
Gamera.
in fact. Out of interest, some scenes from this film were actually stolen for the American version of Godzilla, which one critic, i.e. me, cruelly dubbed god-awful. All right, the special effects are still obvious in some places, but that's all part of the charm. And while you're watching it, consider this. Jurassic Park cost $70 million to make. This film cost $4 million. This is a great Japanese monster movie, and to the person who wrote in asking if I could show a Gamera film because they grew up watching them and they would now like their kids to see them, I hope this will do. I hope you enjoy Gamera, Guardian of the Universe.
Yay! Thanks, Des. We can't show this on the screen.
Okay.
So, about an hour 30, you should probably fast forward for the movie to be gone. You gonna watch it and fast forward?
I mean, The problem with going too far forward is, what if they've like, we'll go half hour.
Okay, go half hour.
30, what is it? Where are we?
Get rid of that 37. I don't like it. It's an uneven number.
Alright, so we'll get to the -1 hour. And then we'll see.
That's a quick,
Not too far.
It's a quick fast forward. You got a whole extra 5 minutes on it. It's still gamma.
なので
Oh, chicks
The
with
chicks were-
female. Yay! Lovely pause. Grandma,
Those
bruh.
chicks. Oh yeah, they were female. All of them.
I like how you rewound the tape and it was probably right at the right place.
It probably was, yeah. Which I think
But
is
I enjoyed the
fucking awesome.
documentary at the start.
It was cool. It was a good watch.
And we got some credits. Yeah, we do. Nice.
Star Alliance Network
Perfect.
is proud to support.
It must have been. Well, there you go.
Oh well.
Is that the first time, by the way, we've seen Des Madigan on the show?
Yeah, I didn't bring the other clip that I found. Just cut and put up.
The miles knocked down. At the rate
More
that I'm going
ads.
to school now, it's going to take me probably 3 years.
The continuing story.
You can do it. It just takes time.
I mean, I have a dream of making a difference.
You think what you're praying for?
Do we have any rich people in chat?
I have a feeling that most people that are kind of
Oh,
into
yeah,
this
it's
kind of
really good for me to do.
Sure.
retro nostalgic
What I
hobby,
have to do,
they're
he'd be
all
supportive,
on the
but-
poverty line.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be too many of them around that have a lot of money unless they've made a cool job out of it.
I feel like now I'm just a dumb farm wife. that
Rich
has
in
no
sexiness. Well, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
And you're also rich in tapes.
Yeah, I've got thousands upon thousands upon thousands of tapes.
The farmer's wife continues.
I've got a new job offer today.
Oh, right.
Someone's got 2 boxes full of
Monday night
boxing
comedy is
tapes
king
that they
on
want
SPN.
put onto
God,
little
that could
sticky
be a
sticks.
fun episode, some boxing.
Yeah, so I'm going to go through them all, see which ones have got some sort of copyright, because ESPN are pretty tight with
They're pretty
it.
gnarly with it.
But see where they're from. If they're Australian stuff, it might be less monitored and stuff.
Stalking me? They're live and unrehearsed.
Love Ricky Martin. Yeah, I do. He wonders why people say, "Are you gay?"
Behind all these closed doors live some of the most famous people from stage and screen from the last 40 years.
At 9, you're welcome at Stella Street,
Bet your goddamn ass.
where every neighbour
Oh, and he scored!
Is some terrible impersonator.
Now, he has a tendency towards psychotic violence.
Hello, Michael. All right, son.
with celebrity issues.
I blame the parents.
Goodness gracious me at 8. But
Half the
Ian
fun is
Skinner
trying to
on
guess who
brand
he's
at
doing
8:30
unless he
Stella
says
Street
who
at
he's doing
9,
and he's
Monday night.
impersonation.
Hi there.
They all
Ah.
live in the same suburb
Que feo,
and share the same apartment block.
You need a good basin.
Oh, God.
Bondi Block.
Where life imitates food
Reminds me of Ian.
and
You
food
gotta unpeel them.
sausages.
I love this organic stuff.
is what life is all about.
Extra veggie.
Bondi Banquet is
A cooking show.
about how the other half eats and lives. 8 o'clock Tuesday.
It's going to be great TV.
Will it?
Can hidden
Probably.
desire
Oh.
replace
Hey, The
what
Omen.
is lost?
Part something. It's not. It's just the
Can
music.
the exotic be merely an illusion?
Oh.
Oh,
There we go.
You think you're bad, eh, baby?
Thank you.
I found a
Thank
gun
you,
in
SBS.
one of the drawers.
You can always trust SBS to deliver.
What do you know about me?
I'm not sure. I understand you.
You don't understand.
He comes in here every other night. He has his favorite drink. At his favorite table with his favorite dancer. Sometimes
Hold
he
me
has to wait
closer,
for her,
favorite
sometimes he's
dancer.
waiting for him.
Exotica, 10 o'clock Wednesday.
Ooh.
It's got boobies in it.
There's
Watch
no
it, everybody.
way that GST will ever be part of our policy.
Alive and well, and will kick in come July 1. Insight looks for facts beneath the fuss.
In a matter of 3
Thanks, Johnny.
weeks, everybody will say, what was that all about?
Lying
Bring on the
cunt.
monkeys.
Making sense on GST, 8:30
What a piece of
Thursday.
shit that man is.
Yep.
If he hadn't got rid of all the guns, he would probably be the most hated PM in history.
Yeah.
And even though he did that, he is still one of them.
That's right. Oh no, she's not wearing her bloomies.
Are you ready for world?
You meant to clap.
World movies.
We're not ashamed to say what we're about.
Yeah,
SBS
yeah,
advises
facts.
that this program has been classified
Also,
M.
we're worried about the
It
ads
contains
on
coarse
SBS for
language,
nudity and stuff.
adult
I do
themes,
remember
Worried.
Eat Carpet being quite free when it came to... Yay! I love it.
Let's fucking go. This is what we really came here for.
I'm pretty happy you got some more episodes. I got one sitting on my desk and I was pretty damn happy about it.
Well, now we have 4, unless we have the same one.
Oh, I doubt we'll have the same one.
I mean,
It ran
it
for
is possible.
years.
It did. It ran for like, what, 15, 20 years or something?
Yeah. Tonight we're gonna watch a guy explode on a minefield.
Cool.
I take no bloody responsibility for the telecom, man.
Corner Cafe's come back, another episode.
You spend your 30 cents.
Mister, this is not a joke.
You guys are all the same. You want money for nothing. Read the sign.
Oh, we're gonna see Robin, which is the guy that got made for... Was it the Paranoid Android? Radiohead film clip? Also on this is Aeon Flux occasionally. This is an African movie called The Cheetah's Kittens. It goes for 6
Vous voyez,
minutes.
j'ai pensé qu'on pouvait faire l'intendant snack ici, ensuite le camp des pilotes, et par là le parc fermé avec d'un côté les motos, de l'autre côté les voitures, quoi. De toute façon, regardez, on n'a pas le choix, il n'y a rien d'autre dans les 500 km. Hein?
Oh, nice.
Mais dis donc, c'est des champs de quoi tout ça?
Vignoble.
Enfin, on va embouiller des champs.
Ah non, mais vous en faites pas. On l'a fait l'année dernière, ça s'est très bien passé. On l'avait offert quelques t-shirts, des casquettes.
So this is made in Africa. Which province of Africa speaks French?
Quite a few, I would imagine.
I don't know which ones do, so... I don't know any.
Because they colonized a whole bunch.
Of course not. It's Australian slang, it's fine. SBS always did like their own subtitles for everything. Printed them in this beautiful yellow with black outline, which I wish everything would frickin' do, and they just don't.
I know, because you can actually fucking see it no matter what.
It's fantastic, but it's all the guys at SBS that had to do it, so there is a lot of like different translation in our stuff. I put a couple of SBS movies that I found up on Archive because they're copyrighted, but I do believe the subtitles are different and interesting than DVD would be. Oh. That's awesome. Those French, they spread their language. We should learn it. There you go.
Damn me. So the people making this film, by the way,
yeah,
they definitely didn't do that thing that annoys me that most like filmmakers do when they make films set in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't be like, oh, that's a woman, we better make sure that she is clothed.
Oh.
It's like,
Okay,
yep, we want it to be as realistic as possible, but we cannot show any breasts.
The National Geographic way of things, just let them all
Yeah.
hang out.
I mean, just make it authentic.
We have a problem with nipples in our culture at the moment, and I don't quite understand it.
At the moment, it's been a long time.
Well, I think it's re-come up in the last however many years because of the censorship of social medias and stuff.
I guess so, but I feel like it's never been a solved thing.
No. Well, that's the thing.
In my
Like,
lifetime.
as we grew up, this is kind of TV to me, and it always had nipples around. Like, even the normal stations would show the booby bits from the movies that had booby bits as the ads for their movies with the booby bits. Just constantly. As soon as like 8:30 hit.
You've got to get people interested somehow, but now you can't do that apparently.
So then when I hear about all these other places that are more uptight about it, especially since we also watched a lot of UK stuff, and they always had their wang doodles out.
Yeah, that's right.
With the Benny Hills and the
European stuff is always fine with a little bit of nudity.
It's just America overreacting, I
Yeah,
guess.
for sure, and they've got a lot of influence, so of course.
Bug of their influence.
Couldn't agree more, but unfortunately,
They got the bombs.
pretty much, Europe couldn't resist tearing itself apart.
They had to put their working clothes on because white people were coming. That's what they said.
Damn, Montreal only just in the top 10. Definitely not surprised that it's in the Congo.
What's gonna happen to these two guys in anyway?
Hopefully
It's only a
something.
6-minute movie.
It's either going to be something very humorous or very disturbing,
We're not doing Cannibal Holocaust.
or just
yet.
extremely boring. I guess.
Boring, hopefully.
No, I want to see funny. I want slapstick.
Yeah?
I want them to just stumble into the village and accidentally like knock all the houses down and be like, "Shall we?" The
Or
end.
they could just leave a glass Coke bottle behind.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was called the Cheetah's Kittens, wasn't it? Something about hyenas and the Cheetah's Kittens. Are they all laughing that they got past inspection? That was the joke?
Yeah, I feel like I didn't get that.
You did say you weren't up for reading subtitles.
Yeah, true. My brain hasn't really fully switched on today, despite being medicated.
Oh well, next movie.
Could you make sense of that in Apostrophe?
Haiku from Belgium.
One minute. Whoa! Quick
Pay
one.
attention.
Animation.
It's stop motion with the same painting over and over again.
I mean, that is cool as hell, honestly. Continues to be pretty cool.
White frost, desolation, a dog barks after, and
Deranged.
An old deranged woman. Okay. The end. Next movie.
Minefield. This is the one we were interested in. Oh, it's an
Australia.
Aussie. Yeah, let's go.
10 minutes. All right.
I would say that was a slow haiku because, like, you could probably read that haiku 5 or 6 times in the time it took to.
Totally ran across the top of that water.
Uh-oh.
Bidoo, bidoo. Has he got a glass of lager? It is
Helps him
Australia.
concentrate.
He's doing Reiki on it first, though.
I guess it depends what's in the glass, like what kind of lager are we drinking here.
Swan.
Swan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too, mate.
At least it's not 4 X's. I just pay out every other states. Yeah.
PB's not great either, so it's all moving down.
Oh yeah, that's meant to be our states thing.
I would
We
argue
don't
that's
drink
probably
it, though.
Carlton Draft.
It is Carlton, yeah.
Yeah. Intriguing.
Oh, that's just water. That's alright then. Don't give your patients lager.
Why not? It could help calm them down. Zombies?
Zombies.
Sequel to the Crazies? What are we dealing with here? Leg it!
Zombie Nation.
Uh-oh.
Boom!
Fuck! Oh, that's their supplies.
Yep.
I see. I see.
That ain't mate.
Shit. It's set in some kind of war, I'm imagining.
You'd hope.
It could be just after a war. Like
Maybe
on
it's-
the border between two countries that don't quite get along.
Or maybe there's nothing wrong at all, and they've just set up mines around and get airdrops every now and then.
It's a TV show. First reality TV show.
Yeah. Don't even think
Fuck it,
about
I'm
it.
going to get it. Because there's no way that that explosion destroyed everything in that box, right?
Unless what was in that box was explosives. Oh no, munitions.
Damn it! They did exactly what they're supposed to do. Oh, okay, I see. This is gonna go wrong, isn't it?
Why would that happen? It's just a nice story about how they overcome a problem.
I'm okay with it.
At least tether yourself onto it somehow.
Don't have time for that.
Dun,
People are
dun,
dying.
dun, 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 dun. Meow. Just gonna get rope burned.
Skeleton. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is this the wrong time to mention that I was a tightrope walker?
Oh, god damn it!
I like that it's a 10-minute film and 2 minutes is her doing this.
It's adding to the tension.
I like it.
She's still got to get back.
Sorry. She has to get back with things.
That's it, right? Like, this is the easy part.
Unless she's building a space elevator.
True.
Which you can do that thing where you... How'd you get the rope there in the first place?
I was wondering that.
Don't worry about that bit. Get the VHS. Oh, that's not the VHS. Where is it? What is it?
Drugs.
It goes in the kangaroo pouch.
There's a good chance that if she's oiled up, though, she'll slide off.
Oh, changing directions.
She's gonna make it so close and then...
There we go.
Would you not be safe on the crater? Or maybe not. That'd be a dumb thing to say.
You would be, but all the stuff blew a little bit out of the crater.
True. She ain't gonna make it. She's already exhausted. Just sit in the crater for a while.
Wait. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, the tension is getting lower, which means the tension's getting higher.
Just gotta believe in yourself.
Whoa!
Whoa! There's a mine right there. If they're that big.
You can see them all? Well, no, that one's just for us. Like putting the streamers on the aircon that's working.
Push! With all your might! Put the damn thing into reverse.
And drive.
Well, I mean, that's assuming that they can start it, I guess. Oh, you're in trouble now.
Oh, shaky.
She's so scared. This is a good movie. I like this one. Oh! She's so close. Hey! But she dropped it halfway.
Oh.
Remember that time we went to that wrestling show and I was dying?
Yes.
That's what I was doing all night after I got home.
Yes.
Shivering and shaking. And I threw up blood a few times. That was fun. And yeah, I still didn't go to the hospital for like another 2 days.
Stubborn man.
I don't know, I just thought maybe this is one of those things where my stomach is like real fucked up for a few days and then it passes. And then it didn't and I was like, there you go.
Yay, he got the medicine he needed. Some rat away. Oh, someone put eyeshadow on the inside of your goggles.
Or she got punched.
Ah, ein Buben. Now you can have your lager.
They did it!
Gary Lane.
It's crazy how many people work on movies like this.
Yeah. And you always see it, and then you wonder why you can't just make a movie on your own.
Well, I think I could. I don't know, there's definitely some things where I see like short film. I know that a big amount goes into like advertising too and stuff like that. And that's where these budgets get quite a lot of inflation. Like, you know, for short films to be like putting them into film festivals and things like that. But
Yeah, because you actually have to pay a donation fee.
But I don't think it should be necessary to have, you know, millions and millions of dollars. Like, if I got $100,000 to make a movie...
The China Shop from Germany. 2 minutes.
I mean, it would be pretty fun. And I think I could make that money stretch
From my
pretty fucking
Animation
far.
Diary, 1995, Part 2.
Cool.
By Franz Winselsten. The Fall of Babylon. Metamorphosis of a Woodcut.
Fascinating. Oh,
Tuesday is coming. Did you bring your coat?
Beschäftigte mich, seit ich ihn in einer Museumsboutique im kanadischen Montreal in einem Heft für Kinder mit mittelalterlichen Motiven zum Ausmalen entdeckte. trägt den Titel Der Untergang Babylons. Ich glaube nicht, dass es sich um die zu emotionaler Anteilnahme anstiftende Darstellung
Did they steal it from you,
oder dieses
Nepostro? Did they like
Ereignisses
into your home and just take it?
Emotionen werden hier so wenig angesprochen wie auf einem Verkehrsschild.
Waiting for him to comment back like, hey, I remember that. I had that and it went missing one day in 1997.
So geordnet, wie seine symbolhafte Bedeutung für
That's
den
my favorite
mittelalterlichen Menschen in einer festgefügten Ordnung stand. Zeichenhafte Darstellung als Warnung vor einer möglichen Strafe Gottes. Das Motiv ist uns nicht so fern wie der mittelalterliche Bedeutungskodex.
Those flames look a lot more like tentacles to me.
Still equally as devastating.
Yeah.
Well, for Babylon to burn, it's gonna have to come back, right?
Isn't it somewhere up the Amazonian River? The end.
Rad.
This is what I used to sit and watch like every weekend. I had no idea what was going on most of the time.
That's art for you.
Beep. Boop. Beep. Carpet. Spies.com.
.au.
Click. Majita and Big World Cinema and Sabuk presents. Sabuk. Corner Cafe, 19 minutes. Where is it gonna come from? I didn't see.
South Africa.
Oh, nice. And this is the
main event.
The what do you call it? It's
Feature.
episodic. As in, this isn't just a short film; it's an episode. Ah, it's only a model.
Hi, baby. How's it going? Cool, baby. Cool. Oh, just relaxing. Just got back from training. Yeah. What? Do I? Of course I do. Of course, baby. You know I do. No, I can't say it. I'm in a cafe. No, all the phones in the hostel's are always busy or broken. Listen, what are you doing tonight? Because I was thinking maybe we can go get something to eat. Would you like that? Hello?
Hello?
What's going on?
That's all right, man. Talk.
Baby, you there? Oh, shit. She put down.
I forgot it was the same line. You got to have to wait.
No hurry. Hello, baby. You still there? No. The guy just picked up the other phone. She hung up.
You like she didn't divorce you?
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay, sure. When? Tonight?
That will be a tragedy. Fucking Greek tragedy.
How much will it be? I better pay you now.
Look at all them
The budget before
VHS
the job
tapes.
is done. This bloody fax machine, you never know. It'll eat your fax right up.
Ooh, Navy SEALs.
What's happening with this one either?
Hey, Christo, have you got any Enos?
No, it's only Rennie's.
I've got fucking Rennies. I want Enos.
It's out.
Okay, where can I...
Everything is out in the shop.
Okay, I see you now.
He's only got 2 tapes back there, but lots and lots of covers.
Kiss. This is a bloody shop, not a dating service. I'll send you fax now. Where's the number? Oh, yeah, it is.
Excuse me. I suppose I should get some change from you.
For what?
For the phone call.
You want to make another call?
No, for the last call.
No, you don't understand. You must put the change in. You don't get it out.
No. For the call you cut off.
But you made the call.
You cut it off.
Just put down, man.
Only because you picked up.
No, you made the call. You made the
Oh,
call.
boy.
You paid.
But I wasn't finished, man.
Hey, Christo, I think you should pay the man.
No ways. Why do you have to side with him always, anyway? He goes on the phone for a bloody hour before I cut him off, man.
Look, man, you picked up the phone. She wouldn't have rung off if you had not picked up the phone.
Can you read?
What?
Simple question. Can you read, yes or no?
Of course I can fucking read, mister.
Then read the sign. No refunds. I take no bloody responsibility for the telco, man.
Look, man, I just want my 30 cents.
You spend your 30 cents.
Mister, this is not a joke.
Your guys are all the same. You want money for nothing. Read the sign.
Forget it, man. Just forget it.
Those guys all the same. Money for bloody nothing.
Excuse me?
You guys on Telcom nowadays anyway. If the phone doesn't work, ask bloody Mandela. Mandela will fix it for you.
You guys? What do you mean, you guys?
You can laugh, but you...
Give me my fucking money.
Hey, look, I'm showing my bloody shop. I'm the only fucking one can show you.
Fuck you.
Get out, hey, get out.
Not until I get my fucking money, you bastard.
Look, I've got some change.
I don't want your money, mister. I want his money. He cut me off.
But he was trying to send my fax.
With the fax, I almost forgot about it. Still not going. Well, there it goes now. Still here.
Still waiting for my money, man.
I told you, no refunds. Now get out. You want me to call the police?
You what? You gonna call the cops? What the fuck do you think I look like, man? Huh? Hey, what the fuck are you doing, huh?
I warn you, I'm dialing.
Oh, you can phone, man. I'm not fucking scared.
Not scared, eh? Big mistake. Hi there, Mowbray. Yes, this is Model Cafe.
Hey, Krista.
What? He says not scared.
He's not calling, he's just pretending.
Yeah, Observatory, Lower Range Road. Please, some troublemaker in my shop, man.
He's not calling.
There. Valley cops got me now.
You can't be serious, man. Did you just call the cops?
Come, get out. I don't want no trouble, man.
I can't fucking believe him.
Hey, look, must I make you go?
Krista, relax, man. It's nothing. It's 30 cents.
No, you mustn't make trouble in my shop, man.
I just want my money, man.
$10.
What you gonna do, man? You gonna make me?
Look, man, I'm getting sick out, you nonsense. Go!
Make me!
Oh, must I make you? You want me to make you?
What you gonna do?
You want me to pull my gun, eh?
Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Big talk. You're too fucking scared to even touch me.
Scared?
Scared.
Me scared?
Scared.
Oh, no!
Now I'm gonna say this one. Get out of my shop!
Don't move. Don't shoot, please. Let the guy go.
Hey, everybody just relax, man.
Put the gun down first. Let the guy go. Easy. Easy. Just relax. Easy.
We're not open.
Where's it going, man? You're fucking crazy, you know?
Give me my gun, man.
Krista, I need some cigarettes.
Not now. Go away.
You gotta respect this place. They sell cigarettes, you know.
Oh. Everybody, we should move to the back of the shop. Oh, come on. Move!
Look, I'm sick and not feeling very well, so I'm just gonna go right about now. What?
No.
Sergeant Van Rooyen speaking to you on the louddailer. We've got the area sealed off. There's no chance of escape. Come out with your hands in the air.
Okay.
You, switch off the lights. You heard the guy. Go out with hands in the air.
Sure.
Hey, do it, bro. It's the only thing to do.
No ways. They'll fucking...
Uh-oh.
No!
Oh, I wanted to see how that was gonna end.
What?
Rude.
Hey!
Aww. Let's just assume that he got shot.
Let's assume that they all held hands and made up and became good friends.
And he got shot.
With love. Hello?
Well, that was a little bit of a bust. Oh, was that the end of the tape?
No?
Oh. It's rewinding then.
Why is it rewinding? I pressed fast forward. It must be the end of the tape.
Yeah, I think it's the end of the tape.
Oh man. Yeah, fuck.
I enjoyed the episode anyway. We got to watch some Doomsday stuff and a couple of short films. I wanted to see the end of that, but I feel like that was the last of the episode.
That was definitely it. But unfortunately, we're never going to know how that ended. Unless we could find it somewhere.
Yeah, it was a great journey. As I said, I got a whole bunch of crap sitting on my computer desk that I'm kind of thinking similar things for. Actually watch some TVs.
Yeah, that's the end of the tape.
Cool.
Fuck.
Well, we'll do a couple more episodes, other things, and we'll get back to the second one and see if it doesn't cut off at the end. Maybe it's got the same. It's still got the cafe thing, like this episode.
Yeah, I guess.
And then it'll like cut off at the end of that one too.
What was the short film called? Do you remember?
Cafe something. No, I don't. Sorry. We might be able to find it if it isn't lost. If it is, we can go partial and upload it, and people will be annoyed. What do you mean partial? It's all we got. It wasn't Cafe Flesh, woman. Good film though.
Is this it? No, it doesn't look like it. Right, yeah, just not quite. Damn it! That sucks.
We'll do some research. I'll tell you what I find by next week, maybe.
Well, let's at least go back and we'll look at the title. Also know how close we were to the end. Seems we were, what, halfway-ish?
Stuff flicks by too quick for me to cast it to memory. The China Shop. You rewound way too far. I've got 2 more minutes to fast forward. So many cool little eat carpet indents. Here we go. Big World Cinema presents. It's just called Corner Cafe, but cafe is spelled C-A-F-F-I-E.
Put that in a note so I don't lose it. Is this it? Have I found it? No. Bugger, I was...
Hello. Hi, baby. How's it going? Cool, baby. Cool. Oh, just relaxing. Just got back from training. Yeah.
Damn it, dude.
Maybe the ending is lost forever, and this is the only existence of the show itself as well.
I'm in a cafe. No, all the phones at the hostels are always busy.
Oh.
Listen, what are you doing tonight? Because I was thinking maybe we can go get something to eat. Would you like that? Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
That's all right, man. Talk.
Baby, you there? Oh, shit.
Alright.
Alright.
It's from 1995.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna move. Don't look at me like that.
We'll look into it, and if we can find it, we'll watch the second half. Stream it or something. Hopefully we can find it, because I want to know what happened in that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I enjoyed that. We should do that again next month with the other tape. You gonna send that one home with me now so I can rip it and stuff?
I'd love to. I'll just rewind it since it won't take long.
Yeah, look at all those SBS ads out there. Plus Des talking about Gamma. And I'll probably actually watch it.
The whole movie.
Yeah, I like that one. That's the one that... I'm pretty sure it's the one where he does the limb picking things. Ow, 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 ow. Ooh, ooh. Oh.
You, Arch, are a dumbass.
You're halfway now. What are you going to do about it? Sorry, buddy. You hurt my leg when you did that. Oh, I can't feel it. Right.
Well, maybe this particular Eat Carpet episode is not one of the missing ones. So
Maybe.
hopefully that's the code.
Could be.
Hopefully. Yeah, but I still do have 2 more tapes that hopefully aren't
cut off right at the end.
Right at the end. That's it. That's it. Okay. I have rewound all the way. Yes, I think the way that these tapes came into came onto my feed was, I think when we started the show I joined like 50 Facebook groups probably.
Oh, nice.
And I think none of them have really given me anything until this. So
brilliant.
I'll keep an eye on stuff.
Cool.
It's the only reason I check Facebook now. It's just the occasional like, this is for sale update. Not even marketplace, just groups being like, hey, I have this.
That's a better place to find stuff like that too.
Screenshot from part of the movie we didn't see.
Ooh.
Click. Is it going to be a spoiler?
Nope. They're just sitting in the row, which we knew they would because they're being surrounded by things.
Okay. Well, we'll try and find it. Anyway, should we cut there?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Next week, who knows?
Yeah.
As you know.
Next episode, something interesting.
Something fun.
I have an idea since it's January and stuff. It's my birthday soon, so.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to watch this anyway. I don't want to. Well, we will one day.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Goodbye, friends. Thanks for
Yeah.
watching.
Tune in next time to avoid late fees.